This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
It's your sun power.
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Monday, June the 2nd, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. It's the start of the hurricane season, and while forecasters are not expecting much activity, the Department of Emergency Management serves notice it's already weathering a financial storm. The department's director, Judy Thomas, told a news conference this morning that government's cuts have hit the agency hard and it's hard-pressed to respond to the public's needs. She says the private sector and citizens will have to step up to the plate to support the national agency during the season.
We really are struggling at the moment with maintaining the kinds of demands that are being made on us to service the National Emergency Management Program. And we are sitting down and we're putting our heads together and looking at creative ways to still get the thing done with little or nothing. And we are really struggling, but we will not give up. We will try to pull in support from other agencies.
Continuing economic woes are also having an impact on pension plans across the Caribbean. And according to Finance Minister Chris Sinclair, this makes a strong case for pension reform. He noted that the interest and the rates of return on the investment have taken a beating as he addressed the 4th meeting of the Caribbean Association of Pension Supervisors this morning. Now, Sinclair said the changes in demographics, including the fact that people are living longer and having less children, also alter the way pension plans are being administered, with the employers moving away from sponsoring plans to employees making contributions.
So in addition, the economic climate is showing its influence on the establishment of pension plans, with the financial services sector and support sectors leading the way for the establishment of pension plans staff, although tourism and the retail sectors in Barbados are the bigger employers of persons. Today, records indicate that about 70% of the plans are sponsored by companies in the financial sector, 22% by companies in the service sector, and 14% by firms operating in the sales sector. The other sectors that have material employer-sponsored plans include tourism, agriculture, construction, and telecommunications sector, but in lesser amounts, of course. We have not seen many companies in these sectors create or register any new pension plans for their staff in recent times.
Major savings and substantial investment. That's what the private sector will soon be able to leverage under a UNDP and Global Environmental Facility solar photovoltaic funded project. The project, which will generate $17 million in investment, will also see the government reducing its massive spending in electricity from the Barbados Light and Power Company. Chief Energy Conservation Officer in the Prime Minister's office, William Hines, says the deal will also help the government to correctly issue licenses to entities to produce renewable energy for the national grid.
So we're getting some technical support in terms of helping us in doing the licensing process or advising us. Also technical assistance in terms of how much renewable energy the Barbados Light and Power Company's electric grid can actually absorb, and how can we ensure that when the electricity goes into the grid that it doesn't have a negative impact in terms of grid stability.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
My dad means everything to me. He's my friend, he's my pillar, he's my role model, he's always there. I'm celebrating my dad this Father's Day with Barbados Today. So can you? Write a letter telling us why your dad is #1 to love at Barbados Today.bb and get a chance to win a Samsung Tablet 3. Enter now, the deadline closes on June 12.
To the region now, Bermuda's opposition leader Mark Bean is all for the legalization of marijuana for medicinal uses. Bean called for changes to the island's marijuana policy as parliamentarians debated a take-note motion following a report by the Cannabis Reform Committee. In his contribution, the opposition leader admitted to having first-hand knowledge on the medicinal benefits of the drug.
The first opportunity I had, my daughter, who is now going 20 years old, the first opportunity I had her in my care and custody, Mr. Speaker, I went and made her a big cup of ganja tea. At 2.5, 3 years old. Now, some of you might be saying that's irresponsible as a parent. But you could go ask her mother and her family on her mother's side today. Since that day, she had never, ever suffered from asthma. Since that one day, that one cup of cannabis tea.
Bean's announcement did not go unnoticed by the leading children's rights advocate Sheila Cooper, who expressed shock that he had given such a substance to a young child. A massive sandstorm swallowed up the Iranian capital of Tehran earlier today, killing 4 people. According to reports, the storm, packing winds of 100 kilometers per hour, plunged the city into darkness within minutes, sending people scampering for cover. At least 30 people were also injured as the freak storm swept across the city, downing power lines, signs, trees, and causing widespread destruction. That's been the 6 p.m. Barbados update. Join us again at 7 in the morning, but until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Sun Power.